You may not believe. You may think it's not real.
Is anybody there?
What could be haunting this place?
Do spirits really exist? Use your voice and communicate to us.
I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean,
Uncover the truth.
on the Ghost Dimension channel.
Hey everybody, I can't believe it's already the 19th of September. We're in that second week. I actually have really nice weather today. It's only 60 degrees, but it's still nice. It's finally sunny. The nights have been dipping down to 40 degrees and my furnace has been kicking in, so it's a little crazy because it's a little early yet for that. You'll hear the birds. Pip and Mango are out, and right now Mango's cage has got Pip in it, and they're kind of arguing back and forth. Phoenix is inside his cage, locked down, and he's not happy, so he's banging his food dish. So if you hear that, I apologize. You guys need to stop. Oh, they're being so bad. He just wants her out of this cage, and I couldn't get her out, so you guys have to watch through my flustering with them. So okay, so let's get this party started today. I had a great weekend, by the way. I hope y'all did too, and it was wonderful because I had Windwalker come up to visit. I haven't seen her in probably 10 years. We talk all the time, but she's down in New Mexico, so it's kind of hard to see her, me being up in Michigan. We had a wonderful Saturday, and my kids got to meet her, and it was a lot of fun. So, okay, so hi, Emily. How are you? Yeah, I'm going to give you a card. Hi, Kay. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Ruth Tada. Tada is here. Tada, you should be here because I could actually use you right now because you could kind of get these two kind of stopping from arguing and fighting. Oh man, she is a pistol today. Gotta say, Pip is always the pistol. So okay, so let me find you. There you are. Hi Paul, how are you? JB, hi. All right, so let's see what I can get for you guys. We'll start and I'll shuffle first. Let me shuffle. Yeah, they're not happy. Everybody, I think they're all, to be honest with you, I believe they're all hormonal for some reason. Pip wants to lay an egg again, and she doesn't like Mango. Mango doesn't like her. And yeah, Phoenix is just like a teenager right now, and he's just angry bird lately. So I don't know. It's in the air, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, this is interesting. This is going around and going on with a lot of people right now, so this is kind of cool. Okay, Emily, your card today is the Scarab. Oh, I never know which way to go. Okay, this is the Scarab. And the Scarab is all about cleaning out and searching and doing deep dives and things to kind of get rid of it, clean out that proverbial closet. So what this is actually saying is you need to look at your sacred circle. You need to look at those things and people that are in there and kind of go in and kind of clean it out and set up new boundaries. And just by taking them out and putting them on the other side just means they're not resonating with you right now, or you're not really active, or they're not interacting with you much anymore. So don't feel guilty about putting them on the outside, because what it does, you're not telling them anything bad. You're not saying you don't care about them. It's just saying, hey, right now I need something to come in. I need more new things to come in. And by doing that, that's what'll help to happen, right? It's going to make more room for those positives to come in. I also get in, okay. I'm also getting like there's like a painful issue, or there's something that you're remembering, and it's like it's just there. It's always like nagging at you, or it's always in the back of your mind, and they're literally like saying, just scoop it out and place it on the outside of what's important to you. You've learned lessons from it. It may have given you pain at that time. It may have given you just like a wow factor, but you don't need it. You don't need it within that circle. Holding it on so tight, it's kind of choking the new things that want to come in, right? Or the new opportunities that are trying to come in. So you want to make sure you take that out, because you can't step backwards and change things. You can't go backwards to change your response. You can't go backwards and make people that maybe did something or situations that happen. You can't change any of that. So just change it for the future. But you got to scoop it out, address it, acknowledge it, and set it free. Once you do that, things will start kind of falling back in order for you, and you'll find a better balance of things. Okay, so I hope that resonates for you, Emily. And that is a card today. It is the Scarab. So, oh la 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 la. Let's see, gonna go down the to-die list. Hang on here a minute. You guys better behave, Miss Pip. You should see her. She is so freaking cute. I just wish her personality was a little more calmed down with Mango, because he's just, yeah, he's over her being a drama queen with him, a diva. She's just something else. Yeah, sure, JB, let's pull you up. Oh, nice Halloween. Everybody get ready for Halloween. I know it's only September, but man, it's never too early for Halloween, right? Hi, Mango. What are you doing? You're singing pretty. Yeah, you're singing pretty. You gonna come over and see Mama? No? 1, 2, yep, you are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, nice. He screams. It's so loud. I love him. He's a beautiful bird, but wow, is he loud when you're sitting next to your ear. Your card today, okay, is the rabbit. And I got it so you can see it. The sun's shining on it, right? The rabbit is your card. Okay, so rabbit for you today. The rabbit represents a few different things. Rabbit can indicate fear. Rabbit can talk about going down the hole too fast of something and following it, and there's no purpose to it. It can represent like slowing down, but what I feel this is representing for you today is more of a gathering type thing. It's almost like what I'm seeing is kind of like, because fall is it's not really here yet, folks, believe it or not, it's still summer. But what I'm seeing is you need to gather and prepare like for the winter, because that's what I'm seeing. The rabbit's out and about, and they're showing it gathering things and dropping it down into their hole down under the ground. And that's what they do. They go under the ground in the winter to hibernate. You'll see them once in a while in the winter come out, but not a whole lot. They usually just come up if they haven't had enough food stored. Okay, and this is also showing me that someone is like goading you on. By goading you on, it's like, come on, you can do it or you can't type of a thing. Like, I think you're not getting these cards. I think you're not gonna be able to do it. I bet you can't. And it's kind of like they're trying to pull you into their own drama, their own things that you don't need to get your hands into or get involved with. It's this drama you don't need. So, and I see the rabbit like moving towards it, but it's almost like a false security. So somebody's trying to get you to do something, and you better look twice about it, okay? Because it's like, yeah, it's kind of like the rabbit trap, right? Where they put a cage out and put it up. You see in the cartoons, they put it up on a stick with a string, and the rabbit goes underneath it to eat, and they pull it out, and the cage goes over. This is what they're showing me. So whatever's going on with you, there's somebody trying to pull you into their drama. You do not want to get pulled into their drama. Just let it be, let it go, and move forward past it. Okay, so don't get caught up in that kind of drama at all, because it won't serve you, it won't help you, and it'll throw you back on whatever you're trying to do by a few weeks. Okay, so don't get involved with it. So your card today is the rabbit. So I hope that resonates a little bit with you, JB, and thanks for popping on today. I really appreciate it. Hi Malik, how are you? Oh, no, it's not your mug. I don't know what you did with yours, but this is my mug. My mug. Water. Water. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Malik. You can ask me a question. And if you want to ask me a question, I'm going to put the link in here. Pop on. And I'll bring you on with me. There you go. And you can ask me a question. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hi, Margaret. Yeah, sure. Hi, Paul. Yeah, I'll give you a card too. Hang on a minute. Oh, yes, yes. Let's see what I get from Margaret today. Ooh, okay. One more time. Pip, you're being a little instigator. You do not need to be in his cage. It's so funny. That's the only thing she ever comes out for. She goes out and she gets into his stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So your card is a cool card as well today. Your card is actually the Earth. Okay. The Great Mother Earth. All right. Well, there's a lot of changes going on in your world right now, and the Earth wants you to ground and be balanced. Okay. That's the energy that's coming off of it today. It's almost like they want you to step outside and just stand outside in the grass, or stand outside so your feet are on the earth, not cement, just ground, right? And it'll help you to balance. And I keep seeing that okay, because of stuff that's going on with you, around you, and within your circle right now, it's kind of hectic. You're trying to find a new balance. And this is why they want you to step out and kind of just embrace that and take a moment just to be in that moment, right? Just walk out and take a deep breath and just stand in that moment of peace and calm. But you need to do that so you kind of reground yourself, so it'll help you balance in the days ahead. Okay. It's not quite settled yet. There's still stuff coming in that needs to kind of calm down a little bit. And as hard as you're trying, it's not always an easy thing to do, and that's okay. All right. That's just super okay. Okay. Now you're coming out. Good. Oh, there you go. All right. Now you're where you need to be, and he's where he needs to be. How about that? We're going to leave you inside, Mango. Yeah. All right. So your card today is the Earth, and I hope it resonates for you, Margaret. It's always good, you know, even on ookie days outside, it's always good to kind of stand out there and just take in that moment. Like when I stood out this morning, I could feel the breeze, and I could hear all the birds, because birds are starting to migrate south, and this is a migration path. So they were here as well. And just to listen to even the crickets, right? It's kind of cool. And it kind of brings that calming embrace around you. And that's what you need right now. Okay. Take some time for yourself. Thank you, Margaret. And I hope it resonates for you. Okay. Paul, let's see what I can get for you today. Yeah, Miss Pip, you're a little bit chaotic today. I don't know what you got going. Mango's not happy. People go, lovebirds, aren't they supposed to be in together? I said, no. I said, do you take two people and just put them in together and they automatically have to like each other? No. So that's how Mango and Pip are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. So you got a couple things coming in with this. This is your card today. It's the turtle. And actually, I did change. I'm trying to find it. Sorry, I'm out. There you go. It's a turtle. And these are sea turtles, okay, which I actually changed from the last card, the last artwork of the card I did when I redid the deck. And the turtle brings in, this is the sea turtle, so it brings in both the element of water, and it brings in today about like free swimming, okay, free floating, free kind of just in the area. And if you've ever watched sea turtles, they just sort of glide through things, right? They're amazing animals. And they spend more time, the sea turtles do, in water than on land, but they're able to do both, right? But this is more about the water with you that they're showing me. So this is about cleansing, renewal, and fresh starts. Okay, so water brings that in, and because humans are made up of, like, I don't know, I forget what it is, 84 or 90% water, our bodies are. We have to have water to survive. It makes our bodies actually up. This is all about you getting in tune with yourself right now, and just, again, to find that calm, peaceful space. And it's like, I feel like almost you haven't been able to do that excuse me, for a while. But the time is now. Don't keep putting it off, because I keep getting like, well, you know, I'm going to take time for myself, or I'm going to do this because it's something that makes you happy, or I'm going to go sit and watch a TV program because I haven't seen it, or I'm going to do whatever. And you never kind of get around to it, right? Because you have all these other things that are coming in kind of as distractions for you. So this is how the turtle is saying. The turtle is saying you need to kind of just chill and kind of go with the flow, right? And just kind of hang out and give yourself that time. Try, even if it's a half hour every day, but you owe it to yourself. And what that does is it will renew your energy. It will give you fresh start. It'll give you all kinds of positives that come in, and that's what your card is today. And it's about the sea turtle in the water. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you, Paul, and thanks for popping on today. All righty. Oh, I see Cindy Pinkham. Hi, how are you, Cindy? I hope you're well, Miss Cindy. La 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 la. Gonna go down the. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you here. I hope you are well. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Let me see. That did make sense. I think I know. Okay. All right. Well, you know, it is what it is, you know, sometimes. And I had this discussion with one of my kids today, Miss Lindsay, who's moved back to Michigan, and I consider her one of my kids. And, you know, sometimes it's okay to put even family or close friends on the outside for a while, because you need to take care of you, and it needs to be more about you. And a lot of times we don't do that. All right. We just don't do that. And because we feel guilty about it. And I just think it's kind of dingy not to take care of ourselves. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of anybody else. Okay, so I'm going down the trip again. Good, JB. I'm glad. Okay. Oh, you're camera shy. Well, you know, I can't help you if you're not. What? Put the question in and let's see what I can get for you. Hey, MJ, how are you? I hope you're well. Woo, I hope you're well. Okay, going down still, because I know I started a little bit. Sure, Annie, how are you? I hope you're well. Yeah, I can do that. Let me just pull this up a little bit. Yep. The energy out there today is pretty calm, actually. Oh, and I'm going to lock her little happy butt in, too, because I don't want her getting out all over the place. All righty, we're good to go now. Pip's in lockdown, huh? Yeah, Mango, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh, I laugh. These birds are so much. Windwalker absolutely loved these guys. They were just so happy to see her and screaming and yelling and playing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, your card today is the crocodile. Okay, crocodiles alligators and crocodiles, they're awesome. I love them. Um, and what they bring about is a few different things. But what I keep seeing with this one in particular is the spin. And usually when the spin, if you've ever, you know anything about gators or crocs, when they get in and they get what they want to eat or, consume, they grab it and they take it into the water and they go in a spiral dive with it. Okay. That's just how they are. And this is what I'm seeing. And it's almost like I'm seeing, they're also showing me like the nest of the gators, and the eggs are starting to hatch with the baby crocs, crocs, gators, whatever. And it's like she's protecting that nest, which is to me symbolism for, it's kind of like you're trying to protect yourself. And it's like, I don't want this to happen again. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to be there again. I don't want to get involved with that again. And then I see this spiral, and the croc just kind of takes it down under the water. But what it is it's taking you with it. Okay, so yes, protect your home base. Yes, protect your sacred circle. But this is not good. This is what I'm seeing, that they're saying, don't do this. And whatever it is, it's like comparing oranges to apples. So what I'm seeing is kind of like you've got this image and you think that, yeah, this is going to be the same as that was. And that's not the truth. So you have to be open a little bit more to what is happening, because and I'm getting laughed at because they know this is what I used to do as well. We always jump the gun. We're always the bull in the china shop, that kind of personality. And for me, it's been really difficult to learn, but I have stepped back a lot. I'm actually a lot calmer than I used to be. My daughter even was saying to me, oh, because Windwalker was coming up, you should be calm, Mom. Why are you getting all wound up? I'm like, I'm not wound up. I'm like just sitting here. And everybody else that was at the house she's so chill, it's not even funny. So yeah, you need to chill, whatever that is a bit, because it's like a knee-jerk reaction is what they're telling me. So yeah, I hope that resonates for you. And that's your card today. And it is crocodile. Thanks, Annie. I hope it resonates. Woo! Okay. Let's see what's going on. Probably you don't want. Oh. Yeah. That's true, Cindy. It is true. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit more. This is going to bop all over here. Hi, Presh. How are you? Yes, I can give you a card. Let's see what Paul has to say. Okay. That's really good. It's always about, people always say they don't like change, but our lives change all the time. They have to, because that's what happens from the moment we're conceived. We grow older, we just move forward, and we age, and our hair goes short, our hair goes long, we put on weight, we lose weight, we change jobs, we have different relationships in our lives. So yeah, it's all about change. I never understand why people are scared of it. And we're always learning, right? We're all teachers. Every one of us is are teachers, but we're also students of life. So that's one of the things that people often forget. Okay. All right, Presh. I see your question there, Malik. I'll answer you in a second. Hang on. Okay, so here we go. Okay. And I'm going to give you an answer, Malik, in a couple different ways. So just hang tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Presh, tell your family to chill. I don't need a party right now. Every time Presh shows up, her family jumps in. It's crazy. Okay, so we actually have today, I want to say, and I don't remember particularly if it's true, but I think you've gotten this card recently, and it's grandfather's son. Okay, and so you can see, if I can get it so it shows it. There you go. You can see that there's like flames shooting out from the sun, right? So grandfather son is very much part of everyone's lives. It helps food to grow. It's a source of heat and warmth. It does many different things for many different people, right? And what it gives us a reminder of is we have to go, and God forbid, I'm really sorry if this was a message for you earlier in the month. I'm not really sure, but I keep hearing it. So I'm just going to give it to you. And they're saying you're not done yet. Okay, so they're showing me your sacred circle, which for those of you that may be new, is everything we hold dear to us and important to us. It's the most important things, whether it's ideologies, whether it's relationships with people, with our jobs, with our family, doesn't make a difference, whether it's experiences or just things that we keep in that are really special to us, right? And they're saying you're not done yet. And I'm seeing like the sparks coming down of flame, like a flamethrower, right? You know what a flamethrower is? Then they throw flame out of it. They use it for burning the woods here on purpose. The Department of Natural Resources do, because it gets all dead stuff out and it starts growing new. And what they keep saying is, you're not done yet. And they're doing that. And I'm seeing the sun coming down. And there's some things so what I'm hearing is there's some things there that you need to purge. And you almost feel guilty because you know you should purge it, but you don't want to, because you don't want to hurt feelings, or you don't want to cause a ripple with somebody saying, oh, why are you doing that? This is still about getting you to where you need to be. And it's like they're saying, oh, she's so close. She's so close. She's so close. She's so close, right? Okay, so get closer and clean that stuff out. And they're telling me to tell you, be honest about it. It's not that big of a deal. And you're making more of it than it really is. Just release it. Just let it go. And I will tell you from experience, if you don't let it go, they'll make you drop it like a hot potato. And I've had this happen in my life where I was reluctant to do what I was shown or what I should have done, but didn't want to really ruffle feathers. And they're like, okay, well, we've given you the time. And they clear the field. And you have to start like from a new page. It's crazy. So I'm telling you, what they're telling me is you need to continue and finish cleaning that out, defining your space, defining your boundaries so that you can stand as the powerful and compassionate person that you are. Okay. And they're all just like standing there shaking their head. She isn't done yet. She isn't done yet. So whatever you haven't done, do it, because they're going to come back and haunt you with it for sure. All right. And that's your card today, Press. And I hope it resonates for you. Okay. I'm going to put this up, and everybody be kind to Malik, but excuse me. I have a chronic cough. I'm not sick, but I have scars in my throat, so I apologize. And I'm going to ask everybody here. Hi, Christy Wilkinson. How are you? What do I say? And the Tada person will know, and I'm sure a lot of the other ones will know too. What do I say about personal people relationships with boyfriend, girlfriend, and that kind of stuff? And I want you guys to kindly respond to her question. But what I'm going to do for you right now, Malik, is I'm going to pull a card for you, okay? And if everybody puts in the chat today the right thing, I'll talk about what that right thing is about those questions, okay? All right, so I picked the 7th card after I shuffle because there's 7 directions. There's 7 sacred grandfather teachings. And 7 is a very sacred number among a lot of different cultures. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, this is pretty interesting for you, and I want you to pay attention. Okay, so your card today is the Sacred White Buffalo. Okay, now I don't know if you know the Sacred White Buffalo is a healing card. It comes from the ancestors of the North. It's a cultural thing. It's a Native American thing, and it's about a white buffalo calf woman, and she was a pipe carrier, and she taught the people how to heal with the smoke and prayer. So this card coming through for you is pretty strong. And what this is about is healing and balance today for you. And understanding that you need to figure out what it is that you want. And when you put it out to the universe or prayer or however you want to put it out, make sure you're extremely specific. And by this, I mean, I've done this and I wasn't specific and I got everything ticked off the box that I put out, but one thing. But you still asked for what you got, but that one thing was not what I asked for. So this for you is about healing and balance today, and you need to understand yourself. You need to look in the mirror and no ego, that's not what I'm talking about, but look in the mirror and say, hey, you know what, you matter, okay? And if you have to ask questions like this, you're not taking as good a care of yourself. You're not making yourself feel worthy. So if you're in a relationship and you're not sure what's going on, that says a whole lot, all right? So take care of you and find that balance and know that it's almost like a healing time I feel around you. And I feel it is an emotional healing that you're going through, or they're trying to get you to go through. So honor that space and take that space and just kind of breathe a little bit and understand that, you know, this is life. Things change. I have to take time for me. And if I take time for me and hope for the highest good, that's what comes back to me. Okay, so that is your card today, and it's the White Buffalo. Now, I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm also going to see what people have responded, right? And yeah, you know, it doesn't work, Emily. What people don't understand is if we're not good, we can't. Thank you, Cindy. We can't take care of anybody else. Okay. Now, I'll give you another example. And thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I do see that. Thank you. The kids will put it on. It'll be. Okay, so when Windwalker was here, you know, and if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't help others. Okay, Windwalker was here and she did ceremony for our water on our lake. And that's what she does, prayers for earth and water. And she does for healing for humans as well. And she did work on my kids. She did some work on my kids and it was amazing. And the young gal that came up with her, it was beautiful to see her again. I'm the one that introduced her to Windwalker. I've known her for a great number of years. And the change in her is just breathtaking. She's living her best life, her best self, and she's taking joy in that, right? And I went out, they asked us to go out with them to stand next to the lake, and we did drumming, and they had a rattle. There were 2 drums and a rattle, and they were singing, and they had a prayer. And she said, you know, she taught my kids the prayer, and if they wanted to join in the prayer in that way, they could. I did not. I was asked if I wanted to bring my drum out, and I said, no, it's okay, I'm good. Because I don't have the energy to give, right? I don't have the energy to give. I need the energy coming back to me. And I've recognized this, especially this past year, because if we can't balance, we're no good to anyone. So what I did was I took in that healing that she and the rest of them offered, not only to the lake, but those standing around, right? And sometimes we have to accept that. And it's okay. It's okay to do that, okay? It's just that a lot of times we're not in that thinking pattern. All right, so, all righty. Hello, Don. That's a blessing. 42. I'm 62. I wish I could say I'm 42 again. Woohoo! Congratulations. And I hope she has a great day. That's great. 42. Woo! All right, Mary Little Bird, how are you today? I hope you are well. Let me see what I can get for you. Mango's busy. I'll let him back out because Pip's in and she won't hurt him. And he's trying to watch the cards. You don't want him watching the cards. He gets like, comes over and tries to steal them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I laugh every time I get to pull this card for someone. I always laugh because I love it. Because I had a friend that actually owned a couple of these, and they're so fun. The emu is your card today, Mary. The emu. Okay, now you see how that emu's looking at you, right? Yeah, see how that's looking at you? That's how they look at you. They're like, what the heck do you want? And who are you? And they stand there and they just look at you. And you better step back because they can reach and just grab your face in a blink of an eye. So what this is showing me today, though, is there's something that is right in front of you that you should have dealt with or processed through, and you haven't. You've like, it's almost, and what they're saying is it's annoying, right? It's really super annoying. It's just something you don't want to think about, do anything about. You just don't want to deal with it. And you know, we all get stuff like that in our life. But what happens is we kept putting it behind, like, yeah, I don't want to deal with it today. I'll deal with it later. I don't want to deal with it today. I'll deal with it later. And now it's later, and we still haven't dealt with whatever it is, or confronted whatever it is, or balanced from whatever it is. And now it's in your face, and they're saying, do it. Take care of it. Pull the Band-Aid off. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to change anything, but you'll have it, and it'll be in your past, and you'll be done with it. And when you do, Mary, they're saying, you'll say, oh, I should have done this a long time ago. So yeah, this is what they're saying, like, duh, here, take care of it, do it. They're so intense. And them bringing that energy through for you, it's like you need to get finished with whatever this is and kick it to the curb. All right, so I hope that resonates for you. Your card's the emu, and I love the emus. They crack me up. They just come in and they're a little crazy. Okay, gonna go down. Blah. I honor that for you, and I don't really like the word death, because we don't die. We can't die. We're energy, and energy continues in different form. So I honor what you're saying, and I also rejoice in the fact that your dad was your dad because he brought you through. He's part of that brought you here. And there's so many people around you that are so appreciative that you are in their life and that you make a difference. So I thank your dad for that, and I honor your father for that. Okay, let's see. We're going down. Hi, Dawn Pierce. How are you? Going down the looky-loo. Hi, Kirsten. I take it that means you need a card or want a card today. So let me bring you in some. Okay. Hi, Robert Sharp. Hey, all you people watching, Robert's here. You know, I want you to check him out on Facebook. I think he's also over on Instagram as well. You guys might maybe put it in the link in the box, Robert. He's an amazing photographer, and I've known him for years. He's also has his own radio show. We used to all do radio shows together, so I've known him for a long time. Check his work out. It's just amazing. All right, let's see what I got for you today, Kirsten. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is one of my favorite creatures. I actually, if I feel better next spring, I'm going to actually get some, but I can't keep them here because they always run into the lake and leave when they're adults. But it's the duck. I love ducks. Ducks are just the most amazing creatures. And when I had the farm, I had 10 acres and I had 180 ducks because they just kept multiplying and in their shed and stuff. It was just an amazing, amazing thing to watch. Ducks teach us so much because think of it. Ducks are heavy up top. They have wings, but not really super strong for some of them, especially when they're little, and they walk on 2 feet and they have to find that balance when they're on the ground. They are amazing because it doesn't matter what the obstacle is, right? They figure it out. So if it's steps to get up, they'll figure a way to get up. If it's jumping off, which cracks me up every spring, the moms take the little ones and goes to the edge where my seawall is and jumps in, and she wants the babies to follow, and they all stand there like, wow, this is really, really, really far drop. And then one of them will be like, I got this, Mom, and just jump in. And then all of a sudden one jumped in, sees they didn't fall, and they all just follow. And then you might have one little straggler, and then Mom will come back up and she'll kind of nudge them to go off. So nothing that comes up on our paths, right, as we walk, and this is what I'm hearing for you, okay, Kirsten, nothing that comes up is too much that we cannot handle it. We might not like to handle it. It may cause us some stress to deal with it, but it's our choice how we deal with it. We can ask people around us for assistance, which I know is sometimes really, really difficult. Take it from a bear. I don't like asking for help. Never used to have to. Now sometimes I have to do it. And it's real. It's a real thing to put that ego away. And I don't mean ego in a negative way, but it's like, sometimes we just can't do it all by ourselves. And this is what I'm saying for you right now. You've got everything you need to be able to move forward in positives. You're a keeper of the gate. You're a keeper of the gate for your sacred circle. You have your boundaries. How wide they are, how tall they are, how long they are is all up to you. And every now and then we have to go in and switch up those barriers, switch up, lessen them, clean the circle out a little bit, put it out. But there's nothing that you cannot do if you apply yourself and ask for guidance. You have everything in your proverbial toolkit that you need to get through whatever this is, okay? Another thing they're telling me to tell you is ducks are persistent. They do not give up. They are so persistent. Even to the fact of, and I'm sure everybody's seen them every now and then, you'll see videos pop up on the news, they'll have a thing about it or something, that some mother duck, one of the babies, or maybe even all the babies, fell down into the rain drains, right? And they're floating under the streets in the rain drains, but they go find help. The moms will go to a human and keep running back and forth to where the babies are, to that human. And the human, finally, some human takes notice, goes back, finds them, and gives her the help she needs. So this is what I'm being shown. You've got everything you need, and you have the ability to pull other people in if you need assistance. Don't worry about it. Don't have guilt about it. Just ask. There's many more people that are in your corner than are not, for whatever that means. That's what I'm hearing. Perseverance, just like this duck, right? Duck. That was actually one of my khaki ducks. They don't fly. They have little wings. And this duck, she came right up, and I was on the ground at my home, and she came up to look in the lens of the camera. This is my duck. They never give up. They're persistent, and they're inquisitive, and they want to know. They're nosy. Okay. So whatever that is, that's your card for today, and I hope it resonates for you and helps you a little bit. Okay? All right. Thank you, Kirsten. Okay, so I'm going down. Hi, Dawn. Going down. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Miss Pixie. You're welcome, Malik. Hang on, Miss Pixie. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Hey, I just want to tell you, Miss Pixie, whoever has got Little Bear's thing mixed up by putting Spider-Man on that baby when it's laying on a Batman blanket in a black Batman room from a Batman kid that's 62. Spider-Man does not measure up to Batman. Just saying. All right. Just saying. All right. Let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just so you all know, that's the grandbaby. And I call him Little Bear. Keaton Little Bear. Okay. So your card today is the eagle. This was actually an eagle that was out at my place a number of years ago, and I still have them coming. But they're very close. I've had them sit on my roof. I've had them sit next to me on the ground. Amazing creatures. So the eagle brings, and especially culturally for me, within the native tribes, sorry. Ugh. The creature that we revere the most within the native culture, and the reason is it can fly so high, it's the closest thing that can reach up to the creator's gaze or the creator's face or hands. Okay, so this is about blessings for you today, though. It's coming in as like, wow, bountiful is the word they're using. Bountiful. They're like a lot of them, and you can almost like pick and choose through what's coming at you right now. And there are going to be some things that it's like, I feel they keep saying like you've been skimped. You know, I don't know if y'all have heard that word, but when I was growing up, it's like, oh, that's kind of skimpy, isn't it? Like you're giving me a skimpy piece of cake, which means a small. But I feel almost like, I don't know if it's almost like you've been cheated out of something. That's what I keep hearing, the word she's been cheated out of something, or if that's the way you feel that you've been cheated about something, or something coming in like you wish it would have happened, or you've been cheated out of whatever. And I feel it's almost like something you can't attain, or you haven't been able to quite get there yet. Part of it is because you're still holding on to the element of, isn't that a little skimpy? That's kind of not what I meant. That's like, yeah, no. And so I'm being told, when you put stuff out to Creator God or the universe or however you want to say it, you need to put it in, again, I think I told somebody this today, right here maybe, is the box where you tick off, yep, I want this, yep, I want that, yes, I want this. You got to be very specific. And for the things, okay, well, this is interesting. The things that are coming at you right now, some of it is good, some of it isn't so good. And it's like they're standing there, and it's, I swear to God, it's like a Jedi Knight with their lightsaber, and they're going like this. And there's good things coming, and there's bad things. And you have to decipher kind of which ones are which so that you can push the bad away and allow the good to come in. And then it's like 1, 2, 3 good things, and then 2, 3 bad things. And you have to kind of fend it off, right? And this is actually what they're showing me. So know that you're being hurt. You need to be very specific, and you still need to be active in the fact that you need to push the crap away to allow the good stuff to come in. So that's what they're giving me today, and I hope that resonates for you, okay? And that's the eagle. Hug that grandbaby of yours for me. You're very welcome, Malik. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, sure, James. How are you? I think you got a card. I didn't even know Sean was reading yesterday. That kind of made me chuckle a little bit. But I saw you got a card over there too. So let's see. I don't know what you got. I just saw that you guys were all over there. This morning, I kind of saw it a little bit. All right, here you go. Let's see what I got for you, James. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, you've got the snow goose. Has the snow goose come up? I think the snow goose has come up for you before. Okay, so the snow goose for you today is all about no fuss, no muss. Just do what you're supposed to do, get through it, and move forward. It's like, doesn't matter if you don't like it. It needs to be done. It needs to be handled. And you know, you can ask anybody, I'm like a famous procrastinator. I was that way even in school, right? I was like, yeah, you know, I got another day. And then it's like, yeah, I got another day. And then it's like, oh my God, it's due in 8 hours, right? So I have to get on the stick and get stuff done. And this is what I'm being told is there's some things that you need to get done and taken care of, and you just keep putting them off and putting them off and putting them off. The snow goose does not have that kind of personality. The snow goose does not have that happen with them. They're very like, let's do this, let's get over it, let's get through it. They raise their young when the young are old enough to get out and do on their own. It's like, go, bye, see ya. I'm born under that sign on the medicine wheel of the snow goose. And it's the way I raised my daughter. Okay, I raised her, and when she turned 18, here's your bag. See ya, I love you. Mom's here. You can always come talk to me. You can, you know, I love you. I support you. But it's time to go do adulting 101. And this is what they're telling me to tell you. You need to just go through it and do it. Once you do it, it'll be done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. So that is your card today, Mr. James. And thanks for popping on today. And I hope that Snow Goose card resonated for you. All righty, let's go down a little farther. Oh, James, was it your birthday? Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'll take a question. What's up? Okay. Yeah, okay. Anybody ever daydream? Like you're sitting there, or sometimes, which is really scary. I used to do this when I drove. I would start out at home, wind up where I was going 3 hours later, and not remember how I got there. It's kind of like daydreaming, right? Astral projection is just that. You can go into a daydream or sort of a meditation, or sometimes you do it at dream time where you're dream walking, which is very similar. And astral projection is being able to put your energy out to go wherever it is you want to go. Like, say I want to sit and I want to go to your house. I would sit for a while, get myself in that meditative state if I was working with you, and I would go to your place and I would see things and I'd hear things and I'd witness things. This is what you can do. It's kind of also like mother's intuition, you know, for people that have that with, or women or men really, that have that feeling like get when something's wrong, or like you're very protective of your kids and you just know you need to talk to them or call them. That's kind of the way it starts. But when you dream walk or astral project, you literally send your spirit to wherever it is. Now, sometimes when I'm doing readings for people, I'll wind up and I'll give you an example. And the only reason I even remember it is because we were laughing about it for a couple weeks afterwards. I was giving this person a reading, and I actually was put to her house, could see in her kitchen, knew what she had it in. She had chicken that she was going to prepare for dinner. It was like sitting in the sink in a colander. And then I saw a box of shake and bake, right? Like, yeah, who does that? And so I told her what they were showing me. And at the end of the reading, she got up and showed me the chicken in the sink, and it was like not even in the room it was like 4 rooms over, and the shake and bake, and there was symbolism behind that. So a lot of times we can do that, and it is something, if you practice, Emily, if you practice this, you can get good at it, but it's always done with the highest good. Okay, it's not like I can't go into somebody's space or energy and look at them if I don't have permission. Okay, so if you have permission to do it, or it's a loved one or a family member that you may be concerned about, that may be why it's being taking you to that place. Kind of similar to like when we have deja vu. I think it's more a blending of the dimensions, and we feel like we've done it or been there, seen it before, and that's kind of a real thing too, because actually when we pass, our energy goes to the other side. In that transition, there's no time. Time is a human constraint. Okay, so if you feel that you've gone somewhere, it's like your energy, just like when we pass from our human form, it's transitioned into that form. And have you ever, here's a good one for you, have you ever, any of you, gone to sleep, and when you were abruptly woke up, like not in a natural state, like somebody came in and was like, get up, you're late for school, or get up, oh my God, or the phone rings and it pulls you like sucking air out of a balloon, right? And you kind of like shake, and you kind of feel what I call discombobulated. That's what my grandfather used to say, the word, where you're confused, you're kind of unstable. It's just like a weird feeling. That's our energy that went dream walking or out in astral projection, and it's not quite back yet. Okay, it's like, I always laugh because I always say it's like OJ trying to fit the glove on right at court when he was up for trial. It's like he couldn't get his hand in it, right? Well, that's the same thing. The energy isn't back yet, and it can't get in quick enough because you're trying to wake up, and it has to marry with our body again. It has to come back. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like that, and I wouldn't be surprised, Em, if that was something you'd be able to do or have done. Okay. Going down a little bit. Hi, Raylan. Sure, I can give you a card. Absolutely. But yeah, it's a, you're welcome, Mary. It's really a odd feeling. I hate it because it really pulls you out of a deep sleep. Now, the other night, I will say, I was so exhausted after Windwalker left. I fell asleep like 8:15 at night, my time. And I kept getting Mulan, my Siamese, kept waking me up every couple hours. I don't know why. She was just being a weirdo. And I would just like, oh God. And I would feel like I wasn't in my body because I'd go and feed her or do whatever it was that she wanted me to do. And then I'd go back, lay down. But when I went back in, I went right back to the same spot of the dream, and it continued to progress, which hasn't happened to me in a while. So that was kind of weird. So yeah, you can do all kinds of things like that, especially, like I said, daydreaming. That's kind of a form of astral projection. And sleepwalking. Not sleepwalking by getting up in your body, but in your dreams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. Saw a lot of these yesterday. Your card today is the Hawk. Okay. And okay. Okay, so I don't know what this means, but out of the box, they're showing me a box, like a cardboard box, and the top of it pops open, and there's like surprises on the inside of the box. And it's almost like because your attention's focused on some one thing, that you're missing everything else that's going on around you. So the hawk wants you to remember you need to go from a higher place to look down at the bigger picture. And I feel almost that the box is distraction, like somebody is attempting to distract you from what's going on or what's really going on. And that's why the hawk comes in and he's kind of going up and he's looking at the bigger picture. And it's not that it's bad, it's kind of just don't get distracted from whatever's going on with you right now. They're telling me to tell you, don't get distracted. Make sure you get in the bigger view. And for those of you that don't know, hawks can go up very high, just like owls and eagles, and they can see from a very far height, right, in the air. They can see the littlest mouse in a field or something small that they can scoop in to get, or they'll go up. The eagles will even do it, and the hawks will go up and they'll see fish under the water because their eyes are so pinpoint focused. They can get in and then they can look at the bigger picture to see where the best strike will be. So this is what they're telling me to tell you. Don't get distracted. Pay attention to everything going on around you right now. Okay, and that's your card. Hope it resonates for you, Raylan. Thanks for popping on. Okay, let's see. Let's see for Sandra. What can I do? What can I do for you today? All right, let's see what I can do for you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, you got someone peeking out at you today. You've got the raccoon. Okay, raccoons. I love watching their shenanigans, but they're a lot some days. Very mischievous. They don't like being told what to do. They don't back down too much, let me tell you. They really don't back down too much. They will stand their ground. But today, for you, what I'm seeing is, and they do this too, because they'll hide themselves so you can't see them, and they'll watch. They'll watch for that perfect time to go in and steal something from you, right? Like, you know, sometimes it's like we have, because where I live, you know, it's farmland and stuff you'll see, or out by people's patios and porches, they'll have flowers, or they'll have bird feeders, or they'll have corn laid out, or just different things. And these little guys are so smart, they watch till we leave, and then they go in to get what they need and they want. And they'll do anything to do it. Just like my neighbor this spring, we had a mom that figured out, because it's a summer cabin for them, summer house for them. And this big mama raccoon knew they were not in there, wound up climbing a pine tree, going out on a tiny little thin limb, using it to swing over and drop on top of his house, went around to the back end of the house where nobody sees unless they're in the yard, pried off the exhaust metal grate from the attic, went in, had her babies, and every time she'd go out to get food, she'd push that screen back in. Smartest little brats ever, okay? So what I'm being shown for you today is you have to wait for your moment, because there's something, and they're saying underfoot. So there's something underfoot, and they keep going like this for me, that you have to pay attention to, and they're saying use your opportunity for your best advantage. So make sure you know what's going on and study it close enough that whatever the situation, and it's a situation, okay, it's a situation. I don't know if it's work related or social related, I'm not really sure, but they said look for your point of getting in to where you need to be, but make sure you study it before you do. And once you're in, you're in. Once you're in, no problems. You just have to figure out the how. Now, this doesn't mean you're getting into a space. I feel more like it's a social thing. So you have to look at the bigger picture of it, kind of step back and kind of hide and look out for a little bit, and then decide what the most opportune thing and what the most opportune way to approach it is, okay? And you'll have it. It'll be fine, but you just have to pay attention to how you're doing it and when you're doing it, okay? So that's your card today, and it's the raccoon. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, and I hope that resonated for you. All right, so go down a little bit more. Woo, woo. Christy Sargent, my sister, is in the house. Good, Kirsten. I'm glad. All righty. Good. Everybody's got it. That's awesome. La 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 la. Yeah, I do have orbs often. I haven't really been paying attention to see if that's what it is. My house is very active. Last week, sure. Hi, Pamela. How are you? Last week, I think it was. Ruthie would know. I had all my cupboards in the kitchen. I woke up in the morning, went in to feed my cat, and all my cupboards in the kitchen were open. That was always fun. It's like, what the heck? Like, couldn't you do the dishes while you were here? Yeah, they like to make things so I notice them. So it's always interesting at my home. All right, let's see what I got for Pamela today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, you got the same card I just pulled, I don't know, 2 cards ago. You've got the hawk as well today. Okay, now the hawk for you is a little bit different. I feel like okay, so what they're showing me with you is they're having a hawk and it's bringing in a prayer tie. And I don't know if y'all know what a prayer tie is, but I'll kind of show you. You take a small, well, this is a big one, but I'm going to show you. Take a bright colored cloth, orange, yellow, red. Red is traditional. And you do a 1x1 square. And then what you do is you hold it and you put fresh sage and tobacco in it. And then you pull the 4 corners up, and it makes this part here. So you've got this little, don't look at that. So it's this little pouch of sage and tobacco. And it's actually like an offering to the spirit land, to Creator, to all the different, the creatures of the earth, to the divine energies, which some people call angels. And we put it out there, and it's biodegradable. And you tie a string around it that's cotton, and you hang it, or you put it in a tree, or you put it out where Creator God can see it. And what I'm seeing for you is not you putting it out, but the hawk bringing it in, because they're actually flying in, and they've got the white string in their mouth, and they're dropping the prayer bundle on you, which to me signifies prayers are answered. And the fact that it's a hawk bringing this message, it's like to that higher self, that higher place of existence. It's coming from integrity. It's coming from, the universe responding to whatever this is for you. And I'm also being told it's like something that you asked for a long time, and almost like you just really didn't want to put it out there because, again, goes back to, we don't often ask for ourselves. A lot of times we ask for everybody else and leave ourselves last. So this is about a blessing coming to you that they've heard and they're responding to you. Okay, Pamela? So if it hasn't already hit, it will hit soon. And that's your card today, the hawk. It's really I wish you guys could see what they show in my head. It's just so crazy sometimes. All right, going down the list again. Let me check. Okay, let me check this. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're finding, Emily, you're finding your spirit, your energy, your soul energy. That's your soul spirit. When you're relaxed, we go out for ventures, and now they're showing you that that is possible, and you are opening enough that you see that you're doing it. So that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All righty, guys. Well, there you go. Let's see who's this. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Well, if you want a card, you can put in a card. Hi, Karen Markham. How are you? I see you're here too. Yeah, sure, I'll get you. Hi, Chloe. Chloe won the wheel the other day on Friday from Sean and Bex, and she's going to have a half-hour read with me coming, I think, this week, wasn't it? I'm not sure. I've got it on my calendar, so I won't forget. Yep. So you guys, all you guys that send super stickers in, Sean and Bex, put you guys on their wheel. And I think I told him once a month he can give away some reads. So I thought that was going to be a good thing. So, all right, let's see what I got for you, Karen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well. Okay, so you've got the desert wolf, which is also the coyote, right? This also represents within the native culture on the medicine wheel the south, which is the feminine energy. And they're also noted as tricksters. They can come through in other cultures or other different clans and stuff. They've been called tricksters, or you can see them also as Kokopelli, or in Greek mythology, I believe he's Pan. So it's kind of that kind of light, airy type of energy. And this is for you today is about, you need to relax and play a little bit more. It's almost like you've had so much on your plate, constantly having to get stuff done, constantly having to take care of, constantly of the regular routine, things that need to be done. This is about things that don't need to be done. This is about time for you. This is about you taking that little wedge out, and don't say, because they're saying, oh, she's just going to say, I don't have time for that. You need to make time. We all need to make time. You can always cut out a little wedge of time somewhere in each of your days. And this is to not pay homage or pray or do anything else, but to do something for you. Okay? And they want you to do that. And they're showing me that, and I keep going like this, they're showing me the triangle, which is also Trinity. So it's 1, 2, 3. So they're saying it's about the sacred you. Okay, so this is time that you need to take for you, that sacred feminine energy, that sacred space. You need to make time just for you. And that's what it's bringing in for you today. So I hope that resonates and makes a little bit of sense. There you go, Karen. And thanks for popping in today. I appreciate it. Okay, we're going to go down a little bit more here. Oh, you already got it, so it's all right. Don't worry about it. You can go back and look at it, love. All righty, well, woo. I hope you all are well and do well, and I appreciate you all for popping in today. And actually, no, I take that back. I'll be on tomorrow with Miss Holly Jenkins, and, we'll be talking in shenanigans. I'm sure we'll instill on spiritually paranormal. We talk about things that affect us spiritually, paranormally, and just about life in general. Join us. We have a lot of fun. And, she pokes a lot of fun at me, so she has a good time, and everybody kind of enjoys that. We're pretty tight. All right, guys. So till tomorrow at 3, and then Tuesday next week, same time, we'll see you here. Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Yeah. Cool, wasn't it? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear. Bye.